Hello, America. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the show. We are under the lighting as we get you set for another edition of Base. And here's Jose Peraza. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tonight for Boston.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Jose.
First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Buxton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Batting second.
Striding in for Boston, Kevin Pillar. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Pillar carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Here's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Rosario is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Xander Bogaerts is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Line drive, base hit to right. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
The first baseman, Nick Moreland.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 13 home runs, 27 driven in. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Here it is. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 14 on the season as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo.
The right fielder, number 99.
As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kepler's there for it. And the inning is over. But the damage done as the Red Sox get 4 thanks to the grand slam. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 4-0. Now in the box, Luis Arias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman.
Fouled away.
Arias.
0-1. Here it comes. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Grounder down the line at third. Devers has it. And no chance on the throw. So a great effort, but that'll be scored at base.
Second.
And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Out.
To the plate now, Jorge Polanco, as he sends it on the ground to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Devers has got it, and that wraps up the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. Set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Arias backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Batting 9, the center fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr., as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. At the plate now, Jose Peraza. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Behind 0-2 now. Ground ball left side. Donaldson's there to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4. Striding in, Mitch Garver. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And there's one down now.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Josh.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. In there, 0-1.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation. I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Hit hard down the line. And the pitch. One out, nobody on. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. Drilled to first. Oh, but they throw it away at second. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
Batting 7.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Max Kepler. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's J.D. Martinez, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The designated hitter, J.D.
In there, strike one.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here now is Rafael Devers. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike two.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
The next 0-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. 1 there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nick Moreland.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. The high fastball is in there.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And that's a home run into the top tank. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 0-2 home. This is pulled into right. Kepler is there, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Kevin.
At the plate, Kevin Plawecki. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drilled to the left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The next 0-2. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first home run of the season as this lead got even wider.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Kevin Pillar. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. To short, hit hard. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired.
We're just about set to go here as the Twins come to bat in the 3rd inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Peraza will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The batter,
and with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that? No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. To second for 1, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. In his career, Cruz hits a little over the 270 mark.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. Line drive to center field. Buxton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. In there, and it's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. Gone all the way into the upper deck. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. Number 13 for him on the year as they just continue to pour it on here. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
This is pulled into right. Kepler is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
That finds the zone, a called strike. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
There seem to be different philosophies on it, so Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Looked like he broke into his home run trot a little early, and I can't blame him. He's already had 2, but this one just misses, and he'll settle for a double. Having a heck of a game, though.
Alex Verdugo is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. The 0-1 pitch.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here it comes on 0-2. Popped up. And Avila will make the catch, and the side is retired. Red Sox settle. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And stepping in the long ball threat, Mitch Garver. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
And it's fouled away.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
0-2. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out. Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down go the Twins in order. They trail in this one 11-0. New inning set to get underway, and next. To hit is the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Kevin Plawecki.
Here it comes. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Rosario. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. In there at the knees, strike one. Strike two as the fastball is let go. Bases are empty, one man out. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line and fouled, though it had the home run distance. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And it's gone as they add still another. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, man, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kepler's there for it. 2 gone.
Now batting. Left field.
Stepping up now, Kevin Pillar. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there for strike one, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard on the ground toward short. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Late that time for a strike.
0-1.
Base hit into right center.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Alex Avila.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Pitch on its way to Avila.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Kepler stands at first with one out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
That's popped up, and Bogaerts will make the catch for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Just about given up for dead. It's 12. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging in is the veteran DH, J.D. Martinez. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Line drive to left. Rosario is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, number 2.
1 gone in the inning now. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Bro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Well, you know what?
The first base.
Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft. Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. First and second now. 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And the throw in gets away from him.
The right fielder, number 99.
Now at the plate, Alex Verdugo. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. But this will land foul, as he didn't miss by much. The 0-1 on its way. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Boston strands a couple, but they Stepping into the box, Jorge Polanco. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Lifted in the air to center. Should be no trouble for Bradley, and there's out number one. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's off to a fast start, currently second in the American League here in the month of April. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Pilar. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Josh Donaldson digging in now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1.
Yeah.
Line drive to left. Pilar is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors. Striding into the box, Kevin Plawecki, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. In there for strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Taken but called a strike. Stays alive, still 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. 4th home run for him on the season as the blowout continues. Tyler Clippard comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So here now is Jackie Bradley as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Clippard rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kepler's on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 3.
At the plate, Jose Peraza. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2. Ready with the 0-2. Popped up. Polanco is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready for another chance. Kevin Pillar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fastball in there for a called strike. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now a hard liner. Foul. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out, nobody on. Hit to third. Donaldson's up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Eddie Rosario. No hits to this point. Josh Osich gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Osich is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Eddie Rosario is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And right into the shift. Scooped up. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Avila. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pitch on its way to Avila. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And as you can see, they are way behind. Ready to begin the 8th, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
How frustrating is that, Dan, right there? A guy executes his pitch, batter's still able to dig it out for a knock.
You know, that's a really good pitch, and sometimes as a pitcher, you just have to tip your cap to the batter. Good piece of hitting right there.
No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, third baseman.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't run.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Kepler's going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Red Sox go down quietly, but not to fear as they hold. Ready for another shot now. Byron Buxton. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Luis Arias, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2
strikeouts?
11. Doesn't get much better than that.
Jorge Polanco.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Counts even. 2-2 for Polanco. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order, and they remain well behind. Coming to the plate now, Mitch Moreland. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, Devro, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. There's one on to first, and they get them both.
The batter.
Standing in, Kevin Plawecki. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Here's Jackie Bradley now.
The center fielder.
As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time in the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Nelson Cruz starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 0-1 on its way. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys.
Catcher,
Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location. But he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row. So I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Called strike 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there. And he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Josh Donaldson. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled off. Final strike for the Twins. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Some guys have pull power and that's it, but then there are guys like this who have power to all fields. What a threat. Take a look here. He generates so much bat speed with his lower half through his arms. It looks like he just flicks the bat at this thing, and he darn near hits it out of the park.
Pulled toward right center field. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But
Afternoon baseball on the show. Jake Odorizzi gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job keep traffic off the bases. Keep the walks down. Try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right.
In comes Kepler.
He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, he's a .417 hitter. He's taken him deep once. And that's in there for strike one. Sunshine starting to break through a bit after a cloudy morning. 57 degrees here at game time. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Now here's the pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. And it's gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, making it an even 250 for his career. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Batting third.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Popped him up. Avila in foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there. Ready with another 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And that's the second out. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Fastball called for strike two.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded in shallow left by Gonzalez. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Rafael Devers is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Swing and a line drive, but this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. Devers, right field and carrying well. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, number 22 on the year, as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
In there, no balls and a strike. As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. A swing and a ground ball to third. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Off of one leg in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More of the show. Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Twins,
and the pitch.
the center fielder.
Down the third
Byron
baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
In now, Jorge Polanco standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
First delivery to him on the way. Two out, nobody on. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Towards second. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Benintendi.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. 0-2 the count to Benintendi. Ripped on the ground to first. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw won't get him.
The batter, number 3.
Bases full now following the error. And set to go is the second baseman, Jose Peraza. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pilar, the runner at third. Vasquez on second. Benintendi on at first with nobody out. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Popped him up. Garver over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the left fielder.
So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Kepler's there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now. Now the Red Sox DH, Alex Verdugo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Verdugo.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, 0-2. Here it is. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. He'll get it into second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Here's Miguel Sano. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Scorched to third. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Stepping into the box, Mitch Garver. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
The 0-2 once more. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
To the plate now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. They trail it here 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he takes strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Around second, he's on his way to third. The throw is wild, and he gets away. The tag comes down, and they're going to get him at third. Aggressive base running there following some shoddy defensive play, but it doesn't work out for him. So here's Michael Chavis now, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat. And what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Kevin Pillar.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Behind 0-2 now. Line drive to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
The batter, number 3.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And digging into bat next, it'll be Jose Peraza. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
A bouncer to the left side, reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. For the Red Sox, they lead it 3-0. So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Let's go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make.
The batter,
the check swing
2.
appeal.
Second
Hitters
baseman.
rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Martinez has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Here's J.D. Martinez.
Leading off the
Ready
ball.
with the first pitch. Here it comes.
J.D. Martinez.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
And he still has the wherewithal to get the out at first. It's a good job of sticking with that one.
Designated hitter, Alex.
First pitch on its way. Alex Verdugo is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The batter.
So stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Called strike 0-2. Devers gloves it. And that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 8.
At the plate, Mitch Garver. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
So he got him swinging. Mitch Garver becomes out number 2 this inning.
Rosario.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Homer Bailey takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Twins.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Homer
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Now batting, Michael Chavis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Michael.
Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The right
digging in to try it again. Kevin Pillar hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. In now, Max Kepler. He's set to lead it off in the Minnesota end of the 6th. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
The tag, and he is out.
The batter,
digging in, Marwin Gonzalez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
At the plate now, Alex Avila. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. He'll match up with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning.
Andrew Benintendi.
Right there for strike 1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The next 0-2. Into right field. That's a base hit. The relay. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. And here's Jose Peraza. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Alex Verdugo.
Next will be the designated hitter, Alex Verdugo. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. Austin Bryce gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Attention, please.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that gets him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm. And that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Luis Arias. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And there goes the combined no-hitter. Throw into second, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. We'll look ahead. Trevor May has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 65, Trevor.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability.
The throw into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Here now is Rafael Devers as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 0-2, here it is. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next up for the Red Sox, Michael Chavis. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can.
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH, Miguel Sano.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
And there's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 20.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. First offering on its way. Now the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rosario is there. 1 out.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Christian Vasquez. So far 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch. Hard hit ball to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he is out on the tag. And now the tag is applied. It's a double play in the side. So digging in now, Max Kepler. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. The guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Fouled off.
44, Brandon Workman.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one.
The
bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Behind 0-2 now. Final strike for the Twins. Count remains at 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win...
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. And here's Jose Peraza, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Off the afternoon for Boston.
First offering on its way.
Jose.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Number 99, Alex Verdugo.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch to your own, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive. 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Andrew Benintendi comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch. And
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Andrew Benintendi, a 2-run shot. Home run number 9 on the year, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, and they take the lead.
Into the box, Zue Lin, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is pulled into right. Kepler is there, 2 down.
Batting fifth.
Here now is Rafael Devers. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2. Stepping up now, Luis Arias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Johnson has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. The next twin up, Nelson Cruz. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Hit hard to the right side. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the top half of inning number. Into the box, Kevin Pillar. Swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9.
Kevin Pillar.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batting 7, the catcher.
Now at the plate, Kevin Plawecki. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike. Strike 2. Good curveball on the inside black. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Right to Donaldson. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 8.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Smoke toward third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Here's Miguel Sano. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Grounded down the third baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 5th, the third baseman.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch. If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Mitch.
Up next for Minnesota, Mitch Garver, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate.
Number 23, Michael Chavis.
First offering on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Hit down the third baseline. Here comes another 0-2. And he struck him out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Jose Peraza is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 99.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. To first, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Red Sox tack on 1 more thanks to the solo home run. We played 2. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Batting 8. The shortstop.
Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Verdugo is right there as he takes it for the second out. Set to get his day started, Alex Avila. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. No balls and 1 strike. and it's fouled away. Pitch on its way to Avila. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They trail it here 3-0. All set for the start of the fourth, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Zue Lin. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Behind 0-2 now. Launch to right field and deep. Kepler looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Pillar. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1.
Four runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox tack on. Now at the plate, Luis back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Popped him up. Chavis is under it. 2 gone. Here's Nelson Cruz now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his arm before it gets.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it.
The designated hitter.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Miguel Sano. No balls and a strike to count. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down 4-0. Digging in, J.D. Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound.
Now pitching for
and that's going to be all for our starter,
15,
Rich Hill.
Homer.
So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 3.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Peraza. 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. A high fastball is in there. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Fly ball out toward right field. Kepler is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
0-1 the count. From the stretch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Kepler's going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Josh Donaldson sent packing to start the bottom of the 5th.
Garver.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Standing in, Max Kepler looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat, and he fouls this one off. Kepler is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Working quickly now with the splitters in there, 0-2. He pulls this one into right. Kepler is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that's in there for a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. This is line to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. He'll get it into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
The catcher.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Has a look, now the pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line toward right center. Buxton is there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Red Sox lead 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Now the pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Alex.
So striding in, Alex Avila. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And the good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And this throw gets away from him. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And you can see right there he currently holds the top spot in that category on this Minnesota ball club. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. And that's the 3rd out. Danger averted following the 2. Randy Dobnik enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. 7th inning ready to roll, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. In there, 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2. The pitch. Popped him up. Gonzalez calls for it. 1 down.
Up next.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Peraza. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. On a line, that's a base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Behind 0-2 now. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to 3rd now. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in.
Benintendi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Peraza at 3rd with 2 away. In there, strike 2. Line to the right side. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from 3rd. It's 7-0.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
In now, Zue Lin, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Buxton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Twins nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Nelson Cruz. Matt Barnes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Barnes.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball.
Hitter.
Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Verdugo is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Fouled away. Now another 0-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Fastball called for strike 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
No balls and a strike to count. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's 8-0.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Guerin was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. The 0-2 delivery. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Kepler is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. So here's Michael Chavis now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox digging in now. Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ryan Brazier is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat, and it's fouled away. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lined hard toward right center. But this will hang up long enough for the center fielder to run under it as he makes the play for the second out.
Now batting.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Twins are set down 1. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Jose Peraza. Now here's the pitch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2. Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Alex Verdugo is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Kepler moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Digging in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set, and the pitch.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, the shortstop.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Gonzalez for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like Now to the plate, Alex Avila starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, a lot of hope for him at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Luis Arias. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, center fielder, Byron.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Buxton.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone!
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Nelson Cruz is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Boston Red Sox get their division.